This is the Fujifilm X100 Mark VI, and it's probably the most hyped camera on the internet for point and shoots. And as a photographer and videographer, I wanted something that could match the level of my Sony cameras that was going to be easy to travel with. So I went on a ski trip last weekend and I took 100 photos with this, and I want to show you what I got. The thing that so many people care about with the Fuji X100 series is that you get a lot of customization with film recipes. And if you go online and search for these film recipes, there's a billion of them, and a lot of people have come up with their own. So what I did is went to Facebook and found somebody's called Tokyo 200 and just replicated it and didn't try any other recipes. I just set it and forget it and used this one combo the entire trip. I had the camera set up to shoot both JPEG and RAW images in case I wanted to edit the RAW separately from how they came out with the film recipe, but I'd be lying to you if I told you that I even looked at any of the RAW images yet. I've only been looking at the JPEGs because I think that the shots that come straight out of this camera are kind of worth the hype. This thing is not for the faint of heart though, because I was immediately overwhelmed with the settings and customization that you can do on this camera. I think that buying this out of the box and trying to use it right away without doing too much in the menu is pretty tough. When I took my first shots, I was actually really unimpressed with the camera and didn't really love it, but I knew that it would take a little bit of getting used to and tweaking with the settings to get it in a place where I'm happy. Here is an image at the base of the mountain that I took. I want to say that I had the flash turned on for this as well because we were getting snowfall and I wanted to make sure that you could see the snow falling. And the colors in this are just so perfect. I think that my film camera would have captured a really similar look. While some of the shots that we just looked at are actually awesome, a lot of them that I didn't show were out of focus, and that's kind of the elephant in the room with this camera. A lot of people online have talked about the Fuji X100 series just having notoriously bad autofocus, and this is the latest version, so it should be the best, but I'm used to Sony cameras, and I think that the hit rate for a successful autofocus on this X100 is a lot lower than what I'm used to on my Sonys. When you're using the X100 as it's meant to be, as a point and shoot, out and about, just kind of run and gun shooting, you really want that autofocus to perform, and I found myself wanting better performance almost every single time that I used it. There is this focus switch on the side of the camera, which allows you to use manual focus, continuous autofocus, or single shot, and I tried all three, and I still found that I wasn't able to get it to work the way I wanted it to. There might be some settings that I'm going to tweak in the future as I get more comfortable and used to this camera to make it better, but my initial first impression is that the giant red flag with this thing is poor autofocus when compared to other modern camera systems. I mean, this thing is $1,700, so it better be pretty good. Where they knocked it out of the park is the touch points, all of these click wheels and the shutter feel and anything that spins and tactile and ergonomic stuff. It's all great. I really like the feeling of using the aperture ring on the lens here, and the sounds that it makes are satisfying. It's a good product to hold in your hand, and you understand a little bit more why it becomes so expensive when you compare it to cheaper point and shoots. This feels like a high quality product. As with any camera, they are usually incomplete without accessories. In this instance, there's actually no lens protection from factory, so you'll want to either get a UV filter or some other filter ring adapter that you can screw on to the threads here. And once you get something for that, which I ordered on Amazon just now, you can start playing around a little bit more with different types of mist filters or polarizers and whatnot, which I'm excited to do as well, because I think that to have a little bit of diffusion on an everyday point and shoot will look really nice. With all that being said, I've only had this thing for a week, and I've literally shot one weekend ski trip with it, so I have a lot of time to actually get familiar. These are just my first impressions. I'm gonna continue to use this and make more videos about it in the future, so subscribe if you wanna see those, but that's it for this one.